was right out of high school, it's kind of hard to look for a job or find a job and things like that. Luckily for me, I took a regional occupation program, which here in the Oxnard Union District, they offer it. So I pretty much was an intern at a bank for about 6 months while in high school. And straight out of high school, I got into a financial institution, and I've been working at it for about almost 4 years now.
It's pretty impressive.
I have 2 older sisters and no brothers. That's it. I'm the youngest of 3. Well, my oldest sister probably affected my life in a positive way because she kind of set the bar for my other sister and I. She was the first in our family to go through a university and receive a bachelor's, and that gave me, at least me, a motivation to continue with school right out of high school and not stop and just keep going. So that was pretty positive impact on me. As far as our heritage goes, my parents come from at least my father came from a very poor family, and as far as their heritage goes, I think it's just his hard work mentality kind of helps me out in a positive way, and definitely have to push harder because I can't say I have it harder than my dad did when he was my age. So yeah.
Good stuff. How about your mother?
Well, my mom, I mean, she kind of had it all. She had a good life compared to my dad. But, I mean, just to show that anyone could have a good life as long as you work hard. And she's always provided the most for me and our family. So, same thing. Well, if I was in my dad's position, it's definitely the same thing that he had. His inspiration were his kids. His motivation, were his kids. His parents. And just where he came from, having to fight for, something that he wanted. He came to the United States not knowing one word of English, and currently is a mechanic at the local Chevy dealer, and has been a mechanic for the past 11 years, and pretty much started out working in the fields. So kind of tells you how much of a, progress he's made, and very hard worker, and he does motivate me a lot. So. That's how I was. Definitely, without a doubt. My dad's a hardworking man, and so is my mom. So having both of them, my grandparents, I can't really say they've impacted my life a whole lot. Because they both set of my grandparents are living in Mexico. My father's parents have passed. Luckily, I still have my mom's parents. So, and I have a great grandma. Actually still alive too, so but they haven't really influenced me in my life at all because I've just been so far away from them. So that's kind of a hard question to answer. Everyone has their own versions of success. For me, my personal version of success is just being able to, like me, just being able to school and working at a bank. That to me is I'm being successful, comparing myself to other people in a way, which at the end of the day you shouldn't do, because at the end of the day you should do what you want. But as far as my definition of success, being able to do what you want without having any worries, and just being able to be happy. In general, that's just what it is. Being happy with whatever you're doing. I think you're being successful as long as you're happy and you're doing what you want to do. So. Hey, there's some pretty successful drug dealers out there just because they're doing it bad. It's against the law and all, but in their terms, they have their own version of being successful. So.
But nonetheless, the way they make a living out of it,
it's illegal.
yeah, but besides the fact of it being illegal, they're successful in the way that they get their money and they make their living. In their own way.
They have their goals and they want to feel successful, and if that's their version of success, then that's their version of success. Sorry, that was my TV.
Okay. So, would you say that success doesn't only have good connotation, it could also be, it doesn't always have to be a legal thing? Like, to achieve success, you don't always have to do the good things. You could also go not that you're promoting to go down the bad path, but
I'm not promoting that.
Yeah, you're not promoting. I'm not saying you're not promoting it, but you're promoting it. You're saying
all I'm saying is maybe the drug dealers themselves may think they're successful, which, I mean, they have, like I said, everyone has their own opinions, and they feel like, you know, their own version of success is, you know, their own, so.
So there's no set definition for success.
For me personally, I have my own version of it.
Mm.
I mean, for me, as far as like a general definition of being successful, I don't think anyone can come up with a general definition of being successful, because everyone has their own point of views, everyone has their own versions of it, so it's just, I can't see it like one general definition for everyone. I just can't.
Alright, el Chapo.